And welcome to my tutorial on rule of thirds. If you were sitting in my class right now and we were talking and I'm giving this lesson, I would throw these exact images up on the screen, and this is how I would attempt to teach you how to do rule of thirds. So let's actually just going to go to full screen here. And first thing, if you were just to take a regular picture, say I'm going to take a picture of this cyclist, and so you just do it. You just shoot the shot, boom, there he is. He's just in the middle of your shot. But you know, there's no story here, as well as it's just kind of plunked in the middle of your shot. There's it's just a regular photo. Now, your brain likes to see things when it's chopped up in thirds. It's just more comfortable. It is just a proven thing. Your brain likes to see things in thirds. And so that's where this comes in, this grid. And you can actually, on your iPhone, have a rule of thirds grid pop up. And so the idea is that you would just take the dominant things in your photo, whether or not it might be like a horizon line or a tree, or maybe the eyes of a face or something would intersect around two lines, and then they would, and this is how you would construct something in the rule of thirds. So for example, if I go back, we've got this regular shot here, but if I were just to horizontally have my camera and put that guy off to the side and have other stuff go off to this other side, like that, we see here that we've got this guy is kind of going along this third, as well as these guys kind of intersect over this third. Here, I'll bring the lines up. There we go. So they're following along this third, and they kind of intersect across this third here. But mainly, the main guy here, he's kind of going along this line, as well as his eyes, which are pretty much like the dominant thing that you look at first, is intersecting that line, those two lines there. Okay, so not only is that a more comfortable thing to look at, but also I personally also like this sort of thing, just to throw things off to the side, and then you get to see what's in their environment. Okay. I was doing rule of thirds before I ever knew what rule of thirds was. I just used to take pictures like this because I just used to like them better. I thought in my brain it's told more of a story, and without even realizing that there was an actual theory behind it. Let's go to the next one. So say, for example, you just had a picture of a tree. How would we shoot this just like that tree with the rule of thirds? You would do that. So you have this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exactly on the line. But we see here that the tree here is somewhat on this line, but also the other main dominant line in the shot is the horizon line. Whoops, is the horizon line, which goes along here. Okay. Now you can have multiple things. Say if there's a nice like a horizon line, but then a tree line or a cloud line that was up here, you can also do that. Or say if the sun was here, you try to intersect it along there. There's a variety of things that you can do. Okay, so that is the idea behind rule of thirds. Let's just go through a couple of examples here, and we'll see if they are rule of thirds. Oh, can I pull that up? There we go. Okay, so think for yourself. Is this rule of thirds? Yes or no? And I would say the answer is yes. This guy here is lining up on this third here. I realize that maybe your third line would be like kind of along here. And he definitely intersects that line. These are a little high here, but there's just too many good things going on in this photo that to make it not the rule of thirds. As well as that him and his reflection here is kind of making a line along this third. And the main area here, like the main dominant area, is also intersecting those thirds. So definitely good rule of thirds here. Next one, this one, okay. Is this rule of thirds? And the answer is no, it's not. Because the main dominant thing that I see here is the horizon line, and it's cutting the picture in half. It is not on a third. Even though that maybe this cloud line is, but our dominant thing here is. And I don't know, this is like an upside down canoe or something that's here. Although I don't know how that could be there if it's an upside down canoe. But it's like shoved too far over to the left for it to be, it's kind of like falling off the page and for it to be a rule of thirds. So I would say no, not quite. Okay, next one. This one, this is a beautiful shot that I'm not even gonna, yeah, obviously it is. And we'll take a look at it. Yes, we have this line here. The horizon line is on the rule of thirds here. The cloud line at the top is definitely along the top third, so we've got multiple things happening, and this guy is intersecting here. And by the way, it's always nice to have, when you're having something, say like you've got the guy in your shot here, he's kind of walking into the picture, which is also a more comfortable thing to look at. Say if you had him on this side, the right side of the picture, and he was walking to the right, that would cause more tension and within your brain, because your brain wouldn't know like where the guy's going. We like seeing where the guy is going, okay? So that's more pleasing. Now I realize that the sun is kind of in the middle here, but you know, it's not, you know, we can't always be perfect. It would be nice if the sun was intersecting over here. That would just be ideal. But you know, there's just too many good things going on here for me to not call it rule of thirds. This one, would you think this is rule of thirds? And really the answer is no. Because yes, this horizon line, I realize that you don't see the edge here, but yes, this horizon line here is on the lower third. And really, you do also have this third up here, so there's a lot of good things working with it. However, the sun is in the middle, okay? So really, in order to make this guy the rule of thirds, it probably would have been good, maybe even if, can I do this? Will it let me do this? Oh yeah, there we go. So if like the sun was over on this third, and we've got this third going on here, that would have been, and maybe if we did it there, then that line could have also been on that third too. So that would have been kind of nice, but having it in the middle, no, just move your camera a little bit over and have it on the third. You know, it doesn't mean that this isn't a nice photo or anything, it's just not the rule of thirds, okay? Is that my last one? Yeah, that was my last one. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, wait, I'm not done yet. Ha. If you ever wanted to, let's go to Chrome. Okay, and if I were just to go do rule of thirds, oops, rule of thirds, and go to images, there's an absolute ton on the internet to help you use as a guideline here, okay? Dog on the third, horizon line, not rule of thirds because that's way too symmetrical. I think that's just an example of a bad one, but like nice one there. Lots of great shots here. Okay, so hope you're having a great day.